Welcome to my Asshole Podcast. Let's get into it. All right, it is Tuesday. Let's go, baby. It's a beautiful Tuesday episode. And yeah, I am actually not in studio on Tuesday. This week, I'm on vacation. I'm actually going to be out on the high seas, and I'm going to be on a cruise for my birthday. Yep. On a nice little vacation. But just because I'm on vacation, it don't mean that y'all ain't gonna get some episodes. So you're still gonna get a Tuesday, you're still gonna get a Thursday episode. Patreon, y'all still gonna get a Friday episode. Everything is gonna be cracking. Alright? Everything is gonna be on and cracking. Alright? We don't stop around here. The content train don't stop around here. Y'all still gonna get that. But yeah, so without further ado, like I said, let's get on into today's episode. This thread, I'm pretty excited to get into. This one is, what is the worst response to "I'm breaking up with you"? All right, so let's see what y'all be saying. All right, what's the worst response to "I'm breaking up with you"? Okay, but can we still hook up sometimes, bruh? Come on, man.
Bruh.
Like, what? Come on, man. What are we doing here? What are we doing, bro? I guess sometimes, like they be doing that, but I don't think they say it. You know what I mean? I don't think they say it. What's the worst response to "I'm breaking up with you"? I thought we were just friends. Oh, damn. You thought you had a boyfriend. You thought you had a girlfriend. That's crazy. Imagine over here thinking like you were in a relationship with somebody and then you got the balls to break up with them and they're just like, I thought we were just friends. The heck? I've been out in the streets. Fucking. Like, you was only messing with me? Oh, damn, that sucks for you, bro. Like, damn. Alright. What's the worst response to "I'm breaking up with you"? Your father and I think it's for the best too? Come on, man. Hey, you women are wild, bruh. Wild. The chicks out there that be fucking they dudes' dads, that's crazy, man. That's some crazy shit. They are the like top tier evil women. They are like the top tier evil women, bro. How in the hell are you gonna be fucking my man's dad? That's crazy. Woo! Man, come on now. Hey, that's crazy. Alright. What is the worst response to "I'm breaking up with you"? I'm already seeing someone else. Damn. Oh. That's gotta hurt. Like, bro. And it's funny because I could so see that happening to where it's one of those things where, like, guy and a girl are together, but the girl is already broken up with the dude in her mind, and she's already moved on to the next man, and then homeboy just kind of starts noticing, like, dang, she's being real distant, and, like, things aren't really working out, and breaks up, and she's just like, that's cool. I've been with somebody else for the past, like, 3 months, man. I've been broke up with your ass in my head, dog. And, man, the amount of times I've had that happen as a scenario on this show is crazy, son. Crazy. And because some dudes just don't realize that girls do that they will break up with you in their head before they actually break up with you. And sometimes they just don't. They forget all about it, and they're like, Fuck that dude. He'll break up with me eventually. You know, hey, that's crazy, man. Let's see. What's the worst response to I'm breaking up with you? I'm pregnant. That's crazy. Oh, man, that's crazy. I would be like, look, we are going to get a fucking DNA test because there ain't no way that baby is mine. There ain't no way. Woo! Shit! There ain't no way that baby is mine. God damn, that's crazy. Hey, but that be happening sometimes. That be happening sometimes, man. Hey, you motherfuckers out there that don't be, they got that weak pull-out game, you know, you ain't strapping it up, and you just out here messing with these old hood rat chicks. I already know that's what it is. I already know. That's a hood rat chick tactic if I ever seen one. God damn. Alright. Damn. That's crazy. What is the worst response to I'm breaking up with you? I love you too, babe. You're so silly. Bruh. Come on, man. And I can so see a dude doing some shit like that, and she's just like, no, I'm being serious. Like, you fucking stop it. Bro. That right there is making of a serial killer right there. I ain't gonna lie to you, man. That is making of a serial killer. Like, bro, what the fuck is going on with you, man? There ain't no way you sitting up here talking about, oh, no, you're just being silly. Bro, nah. Either that or that's one of them crazy girls that, you know, they're just like, no, you can't break up with me, you know? Alright, what is the worst response to I'm breaking up with you? I dated a girl once who replied with, no, I don't accept it. That's crazy. And she refused to leave. She had been staying at my place. That went on for over a week, bro. That's crazy. I love how, like, I just had said that. And then my boy came in and was just like, yeah, I dated a Latina. Like, let's be real, man. Let's be real. That man was dating a Mexican girl. Alright, he was dating a Latina. Okay? Because them Latin girls, they don't let you break up with them, man. They're like, no. Let me tell you something. We are not broken up at all. Like, you're gonna be with me forever. You can't get rid of me. Hey, they don't fuck around, bro. They don't fuck around. And then you get one pregnant. Oh, you really ain't getting rid of her. She gonna make the next 18 years of your life hell in a handbasket. Oh my God. Woo! Yeah, you gotta be careful with them, man. What is the worst response to I'm breaking up with you? Complete silence for like 2 minutes followed by, anyways. Then continue with what you were doing. Yeah. I mean, hey, at that point, if nobody's saying anything, I would just walk away. Like, there's really nothing else to talk about at that point. Like, if I'm breaking up with you, I'm breaking up with you. Like, there ain't really nothing else to talk about. It's like, I'm breaking up with you. Cool. Peace out. I'm out of here. Yeah. Let me see. A lot of it is the same. Okay. What is the worst response to I'm breaking up with you? You can't break up with me during my birthday month. It's just cruel. You also can't break up with me next month because that's Valentine's Day month. That's crazy. That is insane. I remember I was watching this video one time where this guy, he was like, I want to break up with my girlfriend so bad, but I can't break up with her because it's Christmas. And then I can't break up with her next month because it's New Year's. Then I can't break up with her next month because it's Valentine's Day. Then I can't break up with her next month because it's her birthday, then St. Patrick's Day. And I'm like, nigga, you are insane. You might as well just do it. You might as well just crush this girl's heart because I don't think you're ever going to fucking do it. At this point, Like, come on, man. That shit was wild. I'm like, bro, you need to just hurry up and rip that Band-Aid off, because eventually you're going to break up with her on some holiday. You know what I mean? Like, shit. Hey, do it on 420. Do it on Hitler's birthday. There you go. You know what I mean? Like, that's a great time to break up with somebody, right? On Hitler's birthday. It's like, he's not a liked guy, you know? So you're all good. You're chilling there. Hey, man, that's a great holiday to break up with him. All right. What is the worst response to I'm breaking up with you? I dated a girl for about 3 months, but I could tell things were getting off. So I saw it coming. So I told, I to her apartment, and she had about 8 of her closest friends sitting there. She comes to my truck with me and starts giving me some long-winded bullshit. I let her roll for about 15 minutes and said, okay, you're breaking up with me, right? Could you move this along? I have a date in 45 minutes. Yo! And I don't want to be late. She was not at all amused. I actually did have a date and it went well. Hey, my man is a pimp. My man is a pimp. He said, hey, can you move this shit along? Because I got to go see the actual love of my life. This was just, I don't know what the fuck this was, but I'm done with it. That's crazy, man. I guess, you know, hey, do what you got to do sometimes, man. That's wild. All right, what is the worst response to I'm breaking up with you? Your best friend was better in bed anyway. That's diabolical. Woo! As we know on this show, man, there's a lot of times where for some reason the girl be fucking on the best friend, and I'm like, bro, as the best friend, why would you bang your best friend's girl? You guys are not friends, bro. You are not friends if you out here banging on your best friend's girl. That's crazy. Oh, damn. That's diabolical to hear, though. Like, finding out that far in, you know what I mean? Like, when did this happen? That would be going through my head the whole time. I'd be like, when the fuck did this happen? Let's see. All right, let's see. What's the worst response to I'm breaking up with you? Oh, damn. I thought we broke up last month. That's why I haven't been calling. I've been sleeping with your sister, nigga.
Stop the cap.
That's crazy. I meant to hit that one. I don't know. He could be capping. You never know. But that's crazy. That's insane, bro. That is absolutely insane. What the fuck? Because, again, it's like the friend thing. Like, bro, the sister knows. The sister knows you guys were dating. So, like, what is it? What's in it for her? You know? What's in it for her in this situation? That's crazy, man. God damn. All right. What's the worst response to I'm breaking up with you? The first time I ever got broken up with, I genuinely didn't know what to say. So all I said was, well, it's been a slice. What? All right. And did a little salute with 2 fingers and walked away. I cried like a baby later, but this was 10 plus years ago, and now I can laugh about it because I never talked like that. This nigga said it's been a slice? What? What is that a reference to? He's like, oh, it been a slice. All right, man. I guess. All right. I guess so, man. I guess so. All right. What is the worst response to I'm breaking up with you? When he says it while half drunk on the sofa, then kind of looks surprised and says, oh, I didn't mean with you. What? Oh, shit. Oh, shit. Wait. Hold on, it just clicked. I was a little late. I got to the station late. I'm sorry. So that means homeboy was dating two girls at the same time. No. I mean, at least, you're the main girl. I mean, if you're trying to look at a bright side, at least you're the main girl. And that was a side chick, and he was breaking up with the side chick. But it's still equally bad, I guess. Damn, son. Homeboy was just like, oh, shit. I mean, look, I'm breaking up with you. Oh, no, not you. Where'd she go? Like, yo. Woo, that's it. That's a bold move right there. That man lost both his girlfriends that night. Damn. Oh, shit. Yeah, my man lost both his girlfriends that night. I'm going to try to find two more. All right. Okay. What is the worst response to "I'm breaking up with you"? Why didn't you ever tell me that you're not happy anymore? Said by my now ex-husband after he stopped touching me. No hugs, no kisses, no sex. Shortly after we got married, also ended all of his friendships, said he only needed me, and got aggressive when I begged him to get therapy for his depression after getting his sole support for years. Okay. I mean, it sounded like he was unhappy, not her. Like it seemed like she was breaking up with him because she probably looked at it like, dang, he's in this relationship with me and he's not really that happy, so I'm just going to let him go so that way he can be happy. And then he flips it back on her and is like, oh, you didn't tell me that you were happy. Or why didn't you tell me that you weren't happy? It's like, nigga, I was happy, but you are not happy. You're not touching me, hugging me, nothing. Like, goddamn, you won't even give me a good wienering. What is going on here? She's like, shit, I've been out here like asking for the wienering, and you're just like not giving it to me. What the fuck is this? Like, bro, I thought you weren't happy. What are we doing? That's crazy. All right, we're gonna find maybe like two more and then win the thread. What is the worst response to "I'm breaking up with you"? Apparently, it's saying "oh good" and getting up to leave. Also, apparently, it was a test and I failed. I had been dating them 2 weeks and they were super boring the whole time. They freaked the fuck out when I didn't freak the fuck out. Wait, okay, hold on. So, homeboy broke up with her and she said, oh, good. And then got up and left. And then homeboy was like, wait. That was a test and you failed. What the fuck? What? You're just gonna break up with me? You're just gonna let me break up with you like that? You're not gonna fight for me or nothing? Stupid. Fucking stupid. What are you doing? Yeah, she's gonna break up with you. Nigga, she ain't gonna sit there and fight for your dumb ass. What you mean, man? God damn it. And then you out here crashing out because she didn't crash out. Like, yeah, some dudes just don't get it, man. Some dudes just don't get it. That's crazy. That is crazy work. I won't lie, that's crazy work. Yeah, homeboy fake broke up with her and then crashed out because she was like, all right, cool, and left. Like, nigga, of course she's gonna break up with you. Oh my god. All right, this will be our last one. What's the worst response to "I'm breaking up with you"? No, you're not. It takes two people to decide to be in the relationship, and it takes two people to decide to break up. Since I don't want to break up, we aren't. We are still together. Okay. That is... No. It does take two people to be in a relationship, but it only takes one to break up. Look, bruh. That's some restraining order type shit right there, where it's like, yo, you need a restraining order, goodbye, get the fuck about my face type shit. Like, bro, come on, man. You know what I mean? That's a little much. That's a little much. And again, if I heard some shit like that, restraining order immediately. I do not want you 50 meters or, 50 yards or whatever the fucking restraining order is, 100 yards or something. Like, just stay away from me because you're crazy. You are insanely crazy. Yeah, man, I'd be holding up that fucking restraining order like it's a goddamn Bible. Yeah, back away, you demon. Back away to the restraining order. Like, man, that shit is crazy. All right, but that's going to go ahead and be that thread. Hope you guys enjoyed that thread. If you have something crazy that has happened to you and it's the worst thing to say to I'm breaking up with you, let me know down in the comments. All right? But without further ado, we're going to get into our scenarios for today. Actually, no. Hold on. Hold on. I have... yes. We haven't done this in a while. I have a confession time. Woo! We haven't done one in a while. Mainly because I've been forgetting to do them. So I do have like some kind of backlogged, but people haven't been sending them in lately. So maybe it's the reason why I haven't done it in a while, but I do have some. I'm gonna do one, but I'm gonna get through announcements, then we'll do confession time, and then we'll get our scenarios. All right. So patreon.com/AmITheAsshole Podcast. $3 a month get you exclusive episode every single Friday, as well as being able to send in your scenario to be featured on the Tuesday and Sunday show, like these people did for today. And again, hopefully you guys enjoyed my little birthday episode on Friday. I hope you guys enjoyed that. I like to always do a little free Patreon episode for my birthday just because my birthday always lands on a Friday or a Saturday. And so, I figured, hey, why not, do a little extra episode for you guys and then give you guys a little extra content. And then also I'm going to be out on vacation this week. So, I'm prepping episodes for you guys. That way you guys don't miss any content at all. I definitely didn't want you guys to miss out on the Thursday episode either. So that way you guys can, get your fix. Cause I know you guys be fiending for the book episodes. So, you guys be scratching at your neck. When are we gonna get the next? When are we gonna get the next chapters? Next chapters? Oh my God! You motherfuckers be fiending out here. And I'm like you guys' little book drug dealer. So I had to make sure you guys get your Thursday episode. So don't worry, you guys are gonna get. So it's gonna be a normal week for y'all. So but yes. Audio listeners, keep downloading the podcast as well as rating us 5 stars. It helps out a lot, so much, and I appreciate all the support you guys have been showing. I really, really do. And guess what? It's all free, baby. It's free to download. It's free to rate us 5 stars, and it helps out the show immensely. And if you want to help out even more on the free 99 side of things, go ahead and follow us on Instagram and TikTok. I do go live on TikTok. I try to go live either Friday, Sunday. I always go live on Monday. Definitely check us out there. I go live on YouTube, TikTok, Twitch, and Kick. And man, we be doing our thing. The lives have been a lot of fun. They are super cool. You guys are super funny. We try to play, just a variety of different games. I try not to limit myself to just one game. I try to play a variety of different games. But mainly the lives are for you guys to just come in, fuck around, ask me questions, whatever you guys want to do. That's what it's for mainly. So definitely get in there, check it out, have a good time. We have a shit ton of lives already done. I have a whole VOD playlist, so you guys can go check that out and check out the previous live streams. And so, So go ahead and follow us on Instagram and TikTok. Subscribe to us on the YouTube channel. My goal is 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Hopefully we can reach that. That would be awesome if we can surpass that. But yeah, the channel's been growing. It's been growing like very steadily, very slowly. And any growth, I appreciate it. You know what I mean? So thank you guys so much. Without further ado, though, we're going to get into our confession time. So today's confession time is 22 female. Masturbating to my best friend. So she'd been flicking the bean to her best friend. Goddamn. All right, I'm 22 female, straight. Like, I don't feel romantic feelings for any girl ever. Oh, this is a girl. Oh shit. Oh, I thought it was a dude. Or like I thought she was flicking the bean to a dude. that happened to be her best friend. But no, it's a girl. Oh, shit. Whatsoever, I obviously find women beautiful and arousing, and lately I've been masturbating to my best friend, and it's been so good. She's perfect, has perky little titties, and a huge ass. I've been getting off to the thought of her getting railed. Oh, okay. So she wants like a little cuck situation. She's trying to Diddy. You know what I mean? That's what it is. She's trying to be Diddy in the corner. Oh, if you guys haven't been following the Diddy case, apparently what freak-offs are is Diddy would be in the corner and his girlfriend at the time, or the girl that he's seeing, is getting smashed out by like a prostitute or like a male hooker or whatever, and homeboy is just stroking his meat. You know what I mean? In the corner. So she trying to be like Diddy. She's trying to have her own little freak off. Damn, that's crazy. While looking at her on snaps, she sent me of herself barely wearing anything last summer. I know she has the hottest moans and the guys have the best view ever when they fuck her in any position. I never would want her in a sexual way, and when I see her, I never had any sexual fantasies of her, but it just happens when I get really horny and when I'm not with her. Every time she tells me one of her sex stories, it turns me on so much, and I later secretly flick the bean to it. She really is sexy and naughty and freaky. Even now, just writing this, I'm touching myself, oh my God, as I imagine her getting fucked. Anybody else touch themselves to their friend of the same gender? No, I don't. I don't. I mean, if you guys do, maybe put it in the comments. I don't think you guys would want to, but hey. She asked. Yeah, she asked you guys. I didn't. You know what I mean? I don't really be doing that. That's a little weird. I don't think about my friend fucking a girl and then I'm just like, oh yeah, I would love to watch my friend fucking a girl, and then I'm just in the corner just diddying. Nah, man. Nah, not me, fam. I just don't think it like that. I'm good on that. But, hey, do your thing. Thanks for confessing. Y'all people be getting wild with the confessions, man. Y'all really do. Jesus Christ, y'all be getting crazy with the confessions. All right. On to our scenarios. Let's get into the first one. My wife cheated and told me she faked her orgasm with me. Damn. You want to know how this conversation probably went? He was like, what the fuck? Why'd you cheat on me? And she was like, because Charles over there, Charles is giving out dick while you are just supplying pee-pee. She's like, I ain't with this, pee-pee no more. I want me some dick. You know what I mean? She's adamant about it. She's like, I want some dick. I don't want no pee-pee. You out here slinging pee-pee, bro. I'm good on that. You know what I mean? She's like, I'm good on the little Peter Pecker you got going on, man. I need me some meat. Yeah, well, let's see what's up. My wife cheated on me with a coworker of hers. I found out one day when she told me that they had kissed. She said that's all that happened.
Stop the cap.
Later that week, I snooped on her phone and read their text message. She had been talking to him about meeting up again to have sex. Exactly. Come on, man. The cap button never lies. And she was asking him things like how she should masturbate while at home. I confronted her, and during one of our discussions about it, she told me that she had been faking orgasms with me. I'm surprised she wasn't just thinking about him while having sex with you. That's surprising. Maybe she was. I don't know. She said it started while we were dating because she didn't want to hurt my feelings, and continued from there. Oh, why would you get married to him then? If this was happening since you guys were dating, why did you marry him? She had to have married him because, he was probably like financially stable, or he had something about him that I guess she liked that made her overlook it. Because come on, man, you know what I mean? You're faking the big O's that long? Damn. And then she's like, oh, I don't want to hurt your feelings. Well, nigga, then just break up with him. Then you ain't got to hurt his feelings. You know? Not something anyone wants to hear, but this hit on probably the biggest insecurity of mine. I am smaller than average and always worried about my size. She is the only one I've had sex with. Oh, I told you. Hey, do I miss? Because I don't, bro. She said, hey, man, you out here providing pee-pee. I need me some dick. And that's what it was. She's like, I need some meat, man. The little Peter Pecker you got going on, it ain't cutting it, son. She's like, I need you up in my stomach, son. But you can't do that. You barely getting past the entrance. You know, she's like, nah, man, like you at the front gates. Like, I need a motherfucker that can take me all the way, you know? Yeah. Hey, man. And then the fact that, like, you're the only one, or she's the only one that you've had sex with, that also means, like, you ain't got no experience, really. And so, of course, yeah, you're not going to be, you know, that, like, I guess good, you know, but at the same time, it's like, bro, you know what I mean? You could have got a book, maybe watch some, but see, I think it's just down to the size. I think that's what it is. She looks at it like, look, man, the coworker over there, that man is gouging me out with his monstrous meat. And for you, because think about it like this, even if homeboy is rocking like 6-7 inches, that to her is like monstrous meat compared to probably like, you know, the little 3-4 homeboy got. You know what I mean? She's been so used to like the 3-4. She's like, you know, it's cool. It feels good. It's all right. And then homeboy came out with the 6-7 sausage, and now she's like, oh, let me tell you, Dorothy, the 6-7 sausage, woo! God damn. Man was up in the lower intestines, just rearranging it, just throwing it all around. I didn't know what to do. I was trying to, you know, walk around my house and act like shit was normal, but I couldn't. You know, my shit was bow-legged for like 2 weeks. You know what I mean? Hey, all I'm saying, bro, is, like I said, homeboy was up in them guts. And that's why she like, I can't do this. I can't do this no more, man. You slinging pee-pee. And I need some dick. Yeah, bro, you're cooked. Okay, yeah, I was just cheating. Sorry. Yeah, you're cooked, bro. 100% cooked. All right, on to our next one. Bride wants me to spend $1,700 to be a bridesmaid. What the fuck? Oh, hell nah. I gotta pay you to be a bridesmaid? Fuck that. I'll go sit in the fucking pews and just be chilling. You know what I mean? I'll go sit with the family. Like, I'm not about to pay $1,700. What the fuck are you talking about? All right. I've been asked to be a bridesmaid for my best friend's wedding. She originally stated she wanted to have a low-key backyard wedding with no extravagant ideas, but since the engagement, it has snowballed. I've been asked to spend $600 for hair, makeup, dress, shoes, which I was happily to spend because she's my best friend. Now she is asking for $1,100 payment for the 3-day hens, I guess. She has given us 2 weeks notice. I have stated that this is not financially possible at the moment. The bride has now said that I am not there for her and attacking me, making me feel like I am forced to go. As a compromise, has offered payment plans, which means I am to go into debt for this hens. What is a hens? What the fuck is that? I know I am not the only person in this situation, with at least another member of the Hens invite list have to pay off this price in installments. I have attended the engagement party. I will be attending the bridal shower and obviously the wedding. Any similar situations, advice would be awesome. Look, I ain't got no advice, but I would just be like, fuck being a bridesmaid then. You know? Fuck being a bridesmaid. I'll be there at the wedding. You'll see me there. But I'm going to be sitting my ass in the pews with everybody else because I ain't paying no fucking $1,100. Like, bro, no. What am I paying $1,100 for? I have to pay $1,100 to attend my friend's wedding? Like, nah, man. Nah. Trash. Absolute trash. No, thank you. I simply would just be like, look, I'm gonna just sit in the pews, girl. It's all good. And if she want to throw a fit talking about, oh, you're not going to be there for me and this and that. All right, man. Whatever. Then I won't go. Yeah, because look, it's one of those things where it's like, you got to remember, like, it is once all this bride shit is over with, she gonna realize like, oh damn, I was kind of being stupid. I was kind of being crazy. You know what I mean? She's gonna realize how crazy it is. A lot of bridezillas do. But $1,100, that's a lot of fucking money. That's a lot of money. And again, I would just find a way to just be like, hey, look, I'll just be a part of the wedding, as far as I'll just sit in the pews. I will watch, support you from there, and that's that. I don't need to be a bridesmaid. I would just simply go that route. Like, look, I don't need to be a bridesmaid then. If this is what is asked of me, then fuck it. I don't need to be a bridesmaid. It's just that simple, for being honest with you. Let me know what you think about it in the comments, though. Am I the asshole for telling my boyfriend I don't want to be his therapist girlfriend anymore? Oh. All right, let's see what's up. Hey guys, I, 21 female, have been dating my boyfriend, 29 male, for almost 2 years. We live together, and overall, he's a good guy, kind, funny, smart. I love him, but I'm exhausted. Since we started dating, I've always been the person he comes to when he's stressed, upset, or needs to vent, which in theory is fine. I want to support him, but over the last year, it's become consistent. He hates his job, he has a complicated relationship with his family, and struggles with anxiety, which I do empathize with, but the emotional weight of his problems has been falling entirely on me. Every day, it's a new emotional crisis. I'll come home from work, and before I can even take off my shoes, I'm listening to an hour-long rant about his day. If I try to share anything about my life, it somehow circles back to him and his problems. We haven't had a real fun, lighthearted conversation in months. I suggested therapy multiple times. He always says, I don't need a stranger, I have you. I've gently told him that I can't be his everything and that he should talk to a professional, but he brushes it off or says I'm being distant. This week, I finally snapped and I told him I'm not in a mean way, that I can't be his emotional dumpster ground anymore, and that I'm feeling more like an unpaid therapist than his girlfriend. He got really quiet and then said I was being selfish and that relationships are supposed to be about being there for each other. He slept on the couch and has barely spoken to me since. I feel guilty. Maybe I'm being cold, but I also feel like I've been too available for too long, and now I'm the bad guy for needing some emotional balance. So, am I the asshole? Look, all right, I'm going to be 1,000% honest, and you guys might not like the honesty that I'm about to dish out. Guys, you should never, and I mean ever, talk about your problems with your girl. And the reason I say that is because women can be empathetic, but they do not have, well, actually, no, they can have sympathy, but they do not have empathy. And I know she was just like, oh, I do empathize with it. You really don't. And the reason you don't empathize with it and you only have sympathy for it is because you can feel bad for it. You can feel bad for him, but you're never going to know exactly what he's going through because obviously men and women live very different lives. So of course, you're not going to, as a woman, you're not going to really know, what he's going through and how this is making him feel and why it's making him feel what he's feeling, stuff like that. So you have sympathy, but you do not have empathy. And that's fine. That's okay. But the reason your boyfriend should not be coming to you with these problems, what he needs to do is he needs to go to his guy friends. Why? Because his guy friends can actually give him some constructive criticism and actually, give him some solutions to what's going on. Why? Because guess what? We're going through the same shit as you, bro. We're going through the same work problems. We're going through the same type of depressions and, anxieties and all that kind of stuff. Because when a man is in a relationship or when a man is just in a position where, he's got his girl to think about, he's got a household to think about, all that kind of stuff, there's a burden of performance on us. And for some guys, that burden of performance is heavy and it's a lot and it's all they think about. And so it weighs them down and, it kind of hurts them in other aspects of their life, whether it may be work, it may be social life, whatever the case may be. But what he needs to do is he needs to find like-minded guys like him who can really help him out. And, he can talk to people who are dealing with the same thing that he is. That's why I think guys need to have either one guy friend that they really fuck with, or they need to have like a group of guys that they talk about these problems with. You should never come to your girl with these problems. Ever. Because again, this is what's going to happen. Sure, she could do it for a while. Sure, she's going to enjoy the openness and the vulnerability, if you will, for a while. But there's going to come a point where she's going to be sick of it. She's going to be like, dude, what the fuck? And then I guarantee you, she's kind of looking at her boyfriend like, oh, do I really want to continue being in a relationship with this guy? Like, he's great and all, but if I have to deal with this all the time, this is just emotionally draining, and I don't think I can do it. There's going to come to, if it hasn't already, it's going to come to a point where she's going to be like, I don't know if I want to continue this relationship with him because I don't know if I can keep doing this. And women are just not built for it. They're not. I'm sorry. They're just not built for it. And that's why it's a thing where you shouldn't be vulnerable with your girl. You shouldn't be, telling her all of these things because, sure, again, you could be vulnerable with her and she'll be cool with it for a while, but then after a while she's going to be like, look, dude, you need to stop being a bitch. Be a fucking man. Worry about my problems. You know what I mean? Like, be the rock for me. Like, I don't want to be the rock for you anymore. Because guys, we can do that long term. We can be a woman's rock and, we can give her that emotional support and all that kind of stuff. We can do that forever in the relationship. Women can't do that. They can't. They'll be all right with it in the beginning, but then after a while, they're going to resent you, man. They're going to be thinking about this relationship like, oh, do I really want to be in this relationship? I don't know. If I got to deal with this all the time. Like she said, she comes home, she can't even take her shoes off before homeboy is just like, oh my God, my day, it was just so horrible. And I can't believe the boss had told me this and they were so mean to me. And blah, 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 blah. That's what it's gotten to with her. And so that's why I'm saying it's like, dude, you can't be vulnerable to your girl and you can't spill all this to your girl because, again, she can be empathetic, or she can be sympathetic, but she ain't gonna be empathetic. All right, she can have sympathy for you, she can feel bad for you, but again, she can't be empathetic for you because she doesn't understand what it's like to be in your shoes, and rightfully so. She's a girl. She's not going to know. That's why you talk to dudes, because those dudes can then give you that empathy that you're looking for. And they can also give you constructive criticism and allow you to get out of that. And, then you can come home, you got a clear head and you're able to deal with your girl's shit. You know what I mean? And that's why, like, for me, like, I talk to my dudes friends. I talk to my boys about, like, shit that's going on. I don't talk to the girl that I'm dating about that. No. Like, what the fuck? No. I'm going to talk to my guys. I'm going to, get it all off of my chest, and, they're going to call me a loser and, oh, you stupid motherfucker, and da-da-da-da-da. They're going to beat me up about it, but they're going to give me some constructive criticism, and they're going to listen to me, and they're going to be like, I know what you mean, man, because they're men too, and they're going through the same thing. Then when I come back to the girl that I'm dating, it's like, I have a clear head. I'm chilling. I'm all right. I'm like, hey, I could do this. Yeah, babe, I can be the rock for her, and she can spill all her shit to me, So, again, I know that's, like, controversial to say, and it's not, like, what, women will want to hear, but it's the truth, though. And this girl is a perfect example of what I just said. So, you let me know what you think about it in the comments. I think that I don't think she's the asshole because, again, women just aren't built to take on that kind of responsibility in a relationship. They can't do it long term. Sure, they can do it for short term, but they cannot do it for long term. And so that's why it's like, if I'm being honest with you, I don't blame you. If anything, your boyfriend needs to get some guy friends. Those need to be the people that he goes to and talks to, and you know what I mean. He needs a little like brotherly camaraderie. I think every guy needs it. I think guys who don't have like guy friends who kind of keep them accountable and are like there for them and stuff like that. I look at it like, bro, if your girl is doing that, you're gonna lose her quick. You're gonna lose her quick, bro. And they weren't together for very long. 2 years. 2 years is a pretty long time. So, but yeah, that's just what it is. You guys let me know what you think about it in the comments. You can tell me I'm wrong if you want, but I genuinely think that, women have sympathy, but they do not have empathy. And it's simply just because they won't understand what guys go through and their burden of performance, so. And he needs some guy friends. He needs some fucking guy friends. But I don't think that she's the asshole in this situation, though. Let's get that straight. She's not the asshole. It's definitely him. He needs to get some fucking guy friends and not be nagging her anymore, because you look like a bitch in front of your girlfriend. Let's be straight, bro. All right, on to our next one. Am I the asshole for wearing a tight dress that my friend's boyfriend couldn't handle? All right. I'm 21 female, and last weekend I went to a house party at a friend's place. It was nothing huge, just a chill night with some drinks, music, and catching up with a few people I hadn't seen in a bit. I wore a new black dress I just got. It was tight and short, yeah, but I feel really good in it. I don't usually dress up that much, and I like how it looked on me. I wasn't trying to show off or anything, just wanted to feel confident and cute. Yeah, but I mean, it kind of gives off, I want to show off. You know what I mean? At first, everything was normal, but it didn't take long for me to notice my friend's boyfriend kind of staring, like a lot. Every time I moved around or even just stood up to get another drink, I could feel his eyes on me. It wasn't just in my head or other people noticed too. He even made a comment to one of the guys that was something like, wow, didn't know this was that kind of party. I just laughed it off awkwardly and kept my distance after that. You want to know why he was looking at you every time you got up? Because he was hoping that dress was going right up and he can see something. He was trying to see some cheeks. He was trying to see some panties. He was trying to see something. Because you wearing that tight little short dress, he was like, oh, is it going to ride up this time? Oh, can I see your little booty cheeks? Because I guarantee you every time you were getting up, you had to pull that dress down. Come on now. And look, I get you were trying to feel confident and cute and shit, but you got to understand, it ain't coming off as confident and cute. It's coming off as, I'm trying to show a little something. You know what I mean? Like, he's showing that much skin. It's like, bruh. And I want to say you're single. So that's what I'm thinking. You're single. So, it's not bad that you're wearing the dress. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying it's like, to the guys, it looks like, yeah, you're showing off. Maybe to you, it's like, oh, I want to be confident and cute. But to the guys, they look at it like you're trying to show something off. Like, is she, giving off some hints? Like she trying to get some dick in tonight or what? You know what I mean? But yeah, that's why they were staring at you. They were trying to see if that dress would ride up and they could see something. The next day, I got a long text from my friend saying she felt uncomfortable with what I wore and thought it was disrespectful to be dressed like that around someone else's boyfriend. See, I think even your friend was just like, bro, that wasn't cute and confident. That was, you were trying to show something. You were trying to show off, as you say. She said it felt like I was trying to get attention and I should have known better. I told her straight up I wasn't flirting. I didn't say or do anything inappropriate, and her boyfriend staring wasn't my fault. I even felt kind of grossed out about the way he looked at me, but she still doesn't seem to care. She still thinks I crossed the line and said I owe her an apology. Now I'm just confused. A couple of mutual friends said I maybe should have dressed more casual, but also some said she was just jealous or projecting. So yeah, am I the asshole? This one's tough because, like, on one hand, you're single. You can wear whatever the fuck you want. You know what I mean? Like, you're single, you're doing your thing. So, like, hey, it is what it is. Yes, did it come off as showing off? 100%. 1,000%. We've established now that the guys and the girls were like, yeah, bitch trying to show some shit off. You know what I mean? I don't know if she's trying to get some dick or what she trying to do, but she's showing off. That's what they immediately thought, while you were like, I wanted to be confident and sexy. And then on top of that, it just wasn't that type of night. Like, everybody was chilling. This was supposed to just be a casual night with friends. This was not supposed to be like we going out to the club or we're going out to like a party where it's a big thing and you know what I mean? We got invited to it and there's a bunch of people we don't know there. Like, this was supposed to just be a chill friends thing and you out here, you know what I mean, damn near with your ass half out. Like, let's be real here. That's really what it is. And so, personally, now that we got the details laid out in front of us, yeah, I think you're the asshole. Yeah, I think you are, just because it's like, bro, this was a casual setting, and you decided to wear a hoochie mama dress. You know what I mean? And of course, the guys are gonna be looking because they trying to see something. They trying to see what the color of your underwear are. Like, let's be straight. And then I guarantee you, like, the moment you sat down, they were trying to get a little peek between your legs, and then, you'd cross your legs or whatever, and then they'd be like, we'll wait till she stands up again. And I bet all the dudes were just like, hey, you see something? Like, she got a little ass on her. Like, come on, man. So, yeah, I think you're the asshole just because you wore like a showing off dress to something that should have just been casual. Now, again, if you guys are going to the club or you guys are going to like a big party where there's a bunch of people you guys don't know or whatever, then all right, yeah, wear the hoochie mama dress, do your thing. Because there are other guys than your friend's boyfriend, that's there. You know what I mean? Like, you could be like, hey, I was trying to get noticed by the guys, you know what I mean, at the club or at the party or whatever. But since this was just a casual thing with friends, it just kind of made it seem like you were trying to outdo the other girls that were there. Because I guarantee the other girls there were just wearing casual clothes, and then they like, look at this heifer. You know what I mean? They're like, look at this bitch out here wearing a dress trying to show off her goodies. Because I know your titties was looking righteous. I know your ass was looking good in there. I know. That's where the confidence came from. But, again, to everybody else, that was showing off. So, that's why you're the asshole. Now, all right. let's get into our last one for today's episode. My voice is dying because I am pre-recording for the week, so that way you guys have episodes while I'm out on vacation. And so my voice is dying. So this is going to be our last one for today's episode. All right. My boss has slowly been trying to make me turn against my boyfriend. Uh-oh. Yeah, your boss is trying to fuck. Your boss trying to fuck you. All right. I, 26 female, have been with my boyfriend, 30, for 9 months now. I work as a server and have been at my current job for almost 2 years. My boss, 31 male, has been trying to stick his nose in our business. I started off with him asking who is paying every time I buy food from there. Most of the time I paid because I was there anyway and my boyfriend pays for other things. He eventually straight up said, you should be asking him for money. It's a man's job to provide. When I lived in Brooklyn, New York, I had 3 jobs. Not only did I not give a shit that he had 3 jobs, but my boyfriend and I had only been together for a few months at that time. We don't live together yet. I told him it's 2025 and we pay for each other. Then my car broke down. He says, your boyfriend should help you with that. What does he even do for you? Buy you iced coffee? The transmission went out and my boyfriend and stepdad both looked at my car for hours. I told him that and that he helps me out in several other ways. I told my boss we are very happy together to spite him a little. Then recently I was almost late for work because of my car being broke down and all the taxis in town were running behind. I was venting to another coworker about it. My boss says, your boyfriend should be helping you with that. That did not help. He got off 30 minutes before I had to be at work and drove across town to get me. I know I've said too much to him already. I'm non-confrontational, so next time he mentions anything about my man, I'm going to say it's none of your business. We are beyond happy together. Meanwhile, he's been dating someone who is barely legal for over a year now. I haven't said a word about that, even though I find it creepy as hell. What are his intentions even? Is he jealous that I have an amazing relationship that I'm happy in? Is he trying to break us up so he can swoop in? What the fuck? I'm looking for a new job. I need away from this place. There is also no HR because it's family owned. Okay. Honestly, look, this is what you need to do. This is what you need to do. Whenever your man or whenever he be mentioning shit, you should just get real explicit. Like, oh, well, yeah, he doesn't do that, but it's all good because he's got a big dick. And just be like, I'll be sucking. He be choking me with that thing. You know what I mean? Like just be getting explicit with that shit. Because you have to understand, he doesn't want to date you. He just wants to fuck you. That's all he wants to do. He doesn't want to date you. I guarantee you, if it was a thing where you and your boyfriend broke up and you guys hooked up or whatever, the moment you guys hook up, he'd be done with you. He would all of this right here would immediately stop because that's all he wants to do. He just wants to have sex with you. That's it. He doesn't want to date you. He doesn't want to be with you. He's saying all this shit because a dude who goes to this length and says all this kind of stuff, he's just trying to sleep with you. That's it. A guy who's actually trying to date you, he would probably go about it in a different way. He'd probably go about it in more of a subtle way. He'd go about it in, he'd kind of hang back and like pick and choose his moments to kind of come in, and he would try to be your friend a little more. Yeah, ladies, guys that are your friends, they want to fuck you. They're not your friends. Sorry to say it. They don't. They just want to smash. All right, let's just be real here. And so that's why I say, don't break up with your boyfriend. Don't even, and I know you won't. But again, don't break up with your boyfriend. Anytime this dude, wants to bring it up, you just get explicit with it. You be like, yeah, he be fucking me. Be like, hey, his dick is big. That's why I stay with him. Oh yeah, he doesn't pay for it, but he fucks me good. You know, and I guarantee you'll start to see his blood boil. And the only reason why he's dating this young girl is so that way you would feel jealous. That's what he thinks. He thinks like, oh yeah, I'm dating this young girl, blah 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 blah. You know, and he wants to like make you jealous when it's not working. Obviously, you know what I mean. That's the only reason why he's dating this girl. He's dating this girl to like make you jealous and shit. Stupid. It's dumb. But yeah, find a new job. Yeah, it ain't worth it. If I'm being honest with you, I would just quit because that type of shit is just crazy and that's hella harassment. But I get it. You probably feel like you need the job. You're probably saving money for something. I don't know. But yeah, I would, like I said, just get explicit with it because he wants to fuck you, and what would make him like jealous and mad is the fact that like homeboy is you know, he fucking you. You know, the fact that your boyfriend is out here you know, slapping you up with his penis, you know, just tell him that. Just be like, yeah, oh yeah, I'd be sucking him off. I'd be sucking that man off. I love that guy so much, man. You know, he's got such a huge dick. Like anytime he's like, oh, you know, your boyfriend doesn't pay for that, you know, he's got a big dick. That's why I'm with him. You know, like, yeah, get at him. Trust me. He'll be so pissed off at that shit. But I don't know. You guys let me know what you think about it in the comments. What advice would you give her? Let me know what you think about all the scenarios we've gone over today, as well as the thread. Again, I'm going to be on vacation this week, so don't worry. You guys will get, you know, your normal Tuesday and Thursday episode. Patreon people will get your Friday episode. The content train will keep a rolling for you peoples. I love you guys all. Thank you guys so much for all the support that you guys have been showing. Patreon.com/MyAsshole Podcast. Get on the Patreon, $3 a month. Get you exclusive episode every single Friday. Over 100 hours of content is over there, man. All for $3 a month. Audio listeners, keep downloading the podcast as well as rating us 5 stars. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate all the support you guys have been showing over the past, year and 8 months, something like that. So we're almost at 2 years, which is crazy to me. Like 2 more months and we'll be at 2 years. I do have something kind of special planned for like the 2 years, you know what I mean? But yeah, I do hope that, you know, you guys stick around, keep supporting, all that good stuff. Follow us on Instagram as well as TikTok for all the short form content. And then subscribe to us on YouTube. Yeah, because we live stream on YouTube, TikTok, as well as Kick and Twitch. So catch a live stream, all that good stuff. Love you guys all. I will see you on Thursday for our book, and that'll be it. So peace. Love you all. Chicken grease. Meow.